Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Crystal lesson 7 that we are now on. Come a long way. So this is looking at the crystals, the astrological and element association. So astrology has always been a large part of human life, whether it be looking to the heavens or simply stargazing, which is true. If you go back generations and generations, astrology's always been present, and it's kind of wondrous in a way. It's ever changing. It is believed that 12 planets found will relate to the 12 semitones of the chromatic scale in music. Also believing that a man's vibrations evolve and raise and new scales will be seen. There's also a belief that an 8th planet found coincided with the 8th chakra. However, these findings come from centuries of studies, so corrections are always being made and it's ever changing. It never actually stays the same. So all the notes that astrologers will take and place down, they do change as time goes on. There are 90 or so elements that constitute all matter on Earth, represented in planets as well as the human body and, obviously, the Earth's minerals. This is our link to Earth and the universe. We and it is all linked. None of it is separate, basically. It's all linked as one. Us, the Earth, the universe, we are all linked. Stones can aid in strengthening and growing that link as our bodies reverberate to celestial vibrations. So every stone or crystal or gem, obviously they're all called different things, links with the vibration of a planet. A number is allotted to each heavenly body. So the MOHS scale is what's used to actually detail the number in the crystal or the stone or the gem, and it's on a 1 to 9 basis, and it's all it is the hardness scale. You can research it, you can Google it. It's the hardness scale of a crystal, a gem, or a stone. So we look at the sun. It's 1, moon 2, Jupiter 3, Uranus 4, Mercury 5, Venus 6, Neptune 7, Saturn 8, and Mars 9. Now, when it comes to a diamond on the MOHS scale, it's a 10. This is where numerology comes into play, because it's defined into a 1, meaning that a diamond links with the sun. It kind of makes sense that when you think about it, because a diamond is pure. Obviously, better colour and clarity, etc., the better the diamond. But when all said and done, it's like the top of the scale. So, peridot has a hardness of 5, linking it with Mercury. Then we have Mars with pink sapphire, as it's a 9 on the hardness scale, and that's how it's worked out. And like I say, you can actually Google it, you can look further into it, and you will see that that's how they link it to a planet. So here we are, we have Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, air, Uranus, Aquarius, air, Neptune, Pisces, water, Pluto, Scorpio, water, Saturn, Capricorn, earth, Mars, Aries, fire, Moon, Cancer, water, Venus, Libra, Taurus, air, Sun, Leo, fire, Jupiter, Sagittarius, fire. I am actually a Libra ascending but a Capricorn descending. In my Libra chart, I have no earth whatsoever. Yet in my Capricorn, I am like more earth. So it kind of really makes sense that for the 4 elements to come together. So if we're looking at elements, they are on a multitude of levels, and they are essential forms of a life force energy, which of course they are. you know. Earth energy is deep. It's a very, very deep, stabilizing and balancing energy. And it's said that to truly follow one's life's path, we need to connect to the earth. And this connection needs to be done on a deep, deep level. It's going to aid us in our spiritual abilities, connect to our higher self and stay grounded and balanced at the same time. So, being connected to earth on a deep spiritual level will actually show you why you are here, your life's path, what job it is that you feel you need to do, or what you've been sent to do. Depends how you look at it. Water. Obviously, our water is made up of over 70%. Of course it is. Our body's got literally over 70% of water. It's a strong effect on our energy field. It cleanses and it gives us that emotional relief when it's needed. Now, herbal baths and swimming can strengthen this element. We can gain strength through water via using gems and connecting to our higher self. So any gemstone crystal that's water-based, this will help you bring out the water in you. It can help you cleanse away your emotions, but it can also help you gain knowledge to your higher self by using the crystals to enhance this. So the air element raises our spirit and it uplifts, purifies, and helps us with our intuition. Having air gemstones, crystals, this is going to help you trust your intuition better, because still, I do believe still we have this notion where we always say that we trust our intuition, but yet sometimes we find that we listen to the ego. And I think everybody does it, including myself. I think we all do it on some point or another at some point in our lives, on particular decisions where we know what's right, but yet we still choose to follow the ego. So this is where these stones come into play if needed. And obviously raising the spirit and purifying, uplifting, it's all good to aid to spiritual journeys. Now, it's really important to remember that when we breathe in, we are actually breathing in cosmos. Like the life force energy itself, we are breathing it in and breathing it out. So please remember this. So fire is more about focus and wisdom in gaining knowledge. It's a mind grower, enabling us to want to learn and accept that we have that knowledge that we have learned. So yeah, it's a very wisdom-based element, obviously. Now, passion does derive from fire, but even though it can be nice to have that fiery passion, it's not going to work long-term, fully or anything without the other elements added to it. So, remember, crystal stones and gems, they make us link to more than one element, which is okay. So what I mean is, so you could get a stone and or a crystal, let's say, and it may link to air, but it also may link to earth, and it's fine. It's okay to use stones like that. It's better actually anyway. It's not necessarily that one particular crystal will only link to one element. Remember that it can maybe link to a few. It just depends. So to begin connecting on an element or zodiac basis, it's so much easier to start with your birthstone. One that can be worn, placed wherever you are, because as time goes on, the more you wear it, the more you have it around you, you will definitely learn to be able to feel that particular crystal gemstone energy. And it is a vibration, and it comes over time from working with them. So, when crystal healing others and wanting to use the element or zodiac approach, it's best to advise, and this is literally just advice, okay? Tell the person regarding what their birthstone is and have them purchase a birthstone that they can have with them at all times. Jewelry again is brilliant, one precious gem, definitely, because usually it's clear, so it's usually a clear quartz, something like that. because its vibrations are very high. The second you would advise would be a touchstone for harmony and peace. Now, the third one would be a talisman for protection. And the thing is, think about it, all those three are going to work together. You've got your high vibration precious, which is obviously it's going to uplift, raise the vibrations, purify, cleanse. Then you've touchstone for your harmony and your peace. And then your talisman that's going to protect on all levels. And then your zodiac, which is going to connect you with all the elements and also balance out the stones. So those put together as healing for others is what we've noticed in our records, because obviously we have client records. We have the most benefit from doing this in a treatment of spiritual journeys, wanting to realign elementally. This approach has been the best so far in my records, and a few other people that I know that crystal heal also in their records. Now bear in mind, it also learns that person that each gem, crystal or stone has a different vibration, because as time goes on they'll start to feel the various vibrations from the crystals or the gems or the stones, so they'll be able to tell the difference. So let's have a look. Excuse me guys, I'm sorry. So earth, it's more red stones in particular, garnet, ruby. Of course there are others, so this is just basic, this is just very basic, so it's easy for you to take away, that's all. There's so much more to it, honestly. So water, aquamarine, aventurine, coral, pearls and any moonstones, air, amber, amethyst, citrine, topaz, fire, ruby, obsidian, rutilator quartz, tiger's eye and fire agate. But there again you see obsidian's also earth. Rutilator quartz can be any, clear quartz can be any, tiger's eye is also earth. So bear in mind that this is just basic, and if you look into it more you'll find many different stones that you can use, many different crystals or gems. Now if you want to do it this way you can. Some people do find it easier to relate to colours, so Aries reds, Taurus yellow and pinks, Gemini violets, Leo golden oranges, Cancer greens, Virgo purples, Pisces soft blues and indigos, Libra yellows, Scorpio reds and crimson, Sagittarius deep blues, Capricorn black and white, and Aquarius clears to clear blue. It means a pale blue. Feel free to screenshot any of this information that you want to keep in a booklet or stick somewhere. I do not mind. You can use it yourself however you want. Honestly, it's no bother. It's literally come from my course that I am learning to sort of improve on. See, I am already a crystal healer, but there's different levels, and I'm sort of mastering my level now. I'm at the mastery level where it goes into geology and things like that. So now I've done all the basics and the mediums. I'm happy to give that information away for other people to use however they want. So yeah, do bear in mind that this information is from my teachers for me to teach myself to others. So it's a proper actual, I'm not just randomly looking at things. These are actual courseworks and what we do. It's just I simplified it because it's easier for people. So crystal healing is an ancient therapy and was used by Atlanteans for high healing on all levels. Used by the Egyptians, and they had a sophisticated healing method of grids and patterns. Now, Ayurvedic or Ayurvedic, it just depends who you talk to. I pronounce it Ayurvedic, like that, but that's how I learned it. It does vary. You can just pronounce it Ayurvedic if you want, just Ayurvedic. So that practice is in India. Now, crystals are actually ground down into a fine dust. Then they're put in liquid and they're given as a prescription. Don't ever do this, ever. Okay, it's really dangerous. I would not advise it at all. Please don't. This is just giving you an idea of the different cultures, the different benefits they have and how they use it. It's just an idea into different cultures, that's all. Please do not be grinding crystals and drinking them. Please don't. So crystals and gems, etc., have also been boiled in water or added to boiling water. It has to be at the boiling point, and then the crystal will be removed and the water will be given to the person afterwards as a treatment aid. Now, this is just telling you what the others do. Some are really toxic, okay? Always seek professional advice first if you're unsure. We're going to go into toxic stones later on, but this was just a way of telling you the various traditions. Do not copy. If you don't know it's safe, please do not do it. Don't go boiling crystals in water and drinking it because you don't know how your body's going to react. So please be careful. Never just assume that, you can just do it because it doesn't work like that. And obviously, if you're ill, please, doctor first. Crystal healing is sought out for many reasons: balancing, spiritual journeys, spirituality in general, enhancing vibrations. Now, when it comes to being sick in a physical, medical way, absolutely doctor. Always doctor. Never, ever be at home and just try and treat yourself and you find yourself feeling worse, etc. Honestly, as a crystal healer, I would love to say, yeah, but no, it doesn't heal all. I don't think it used to. It had the power at one point. Unfortunately, along the way, we lost that power with them, with the Diva Kingdom. We lost that power. Now, this is why I have to put this in. It's a disclaimer to say that crystals are great enhancers. They are great spiritually, chakra balancing, but any medical condition, always seek a doctor's advice. And that's lesson number 7 complete. But however, we couldn't get it out then. I actually do have some interesting affirmations that you can use on a daily basis. So, and it comes with the crystal, obviously. Sunday is the sun. Gold, yellow, amber, carnelian, golden topaz is all good for this day. The affirmations you could use: I seek to find practical wisdom. I manifest wisdom in all of my experiences. I am comfortable with my sexuality. I am safe and my power always returns to me. That's Sunday. I'll leave it to play so you can screenshot what you want, okay? It'll just keep playing then. Monday, moon. White stones, obviously, moonstones, pearls. Affirmations: I risk myself emotionally in order to heal. I am protected and nurtured. I know it is all right to feel how I feel. I value my emotional sensitivity. Tuesday, Mars. Red, rubies, garnets, any red gem, crystal or stone. My life has a purpose and responsibility. I have responsibility for my own life. I am secure and I affirm my inner strength. I have courage and strength in who I am. Wednesday is Mercury, so any kind of blue colours is brilliant. I seek truth in understanding my experiences. I can speak clearly and freely in what I want to express. What I say is worth listening to. Thursday is Jupiter, all purples. I release all need for self-identity. I am at one with the universal energy. I am guided in all of my actions. Friday is the day of Venus, and this is any greens or pastels to light colour stones, opaque type stones. I joyfully give thanks for abundance in my life. I am able to give and receive love. I have courage and determination to work through all fears. I love myself. Saturday is Saturn, and this is your black and white. The purity of my action reflects the mode which I live my life. I create to my best ability my vision of light. I let go of all resistance. I let go of all that's lacking inwards. I free my personal power to bring about change. And those are the days of the week and the stones and affirmations, well, stones, crystals, gems, and the affirmations in which you can use each day. Remember, you can also make sigils out of those affirmations. We do that through the numerology chart, which is fairly simple once you've worked it out. Or you can do the sigil, create a painting and place it somewhere. You don't have to do a little piece of paper and burn it. Everybody is different. It just depends. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you're all safe and well, and blessed be.